This is Unit 6, Week 2, question number 3. What led to the Spanish-American War? One word: imperialism. International Manifest Destiny. The goal of the U.S., once it had filled in coast to coast, started looking for trade opportunities, locations overseas. Spain was a weakening country. Tremendous territories in Caribbean, Central and South America, going back to the conquistador gold days, but they were losing their grip. Many of their former nations, multiple generations had been born there and now considered themselves more Cuban than Spanish. Cuba in particular was a nation with a lot of trade. It's 40 miles from the Florida coast. So tremendous contact and business was going on. But Cuba was in the middle of a civil war for independence. And newspapers in New York, especially competing to sell papers with William Randolph Hearst and Joseph Pulitzer with The World, and all the different papers were trying to drum up support for getting involved in Cuba. Yellow journalism, sort of stretching the truth to encourage excitement, and it sells more papers. Help drum up support that we need to step in to help the people in Cuba who were being mistreated by the Spanish. Essentially, we were greedy for land and opportunity. Anyways, the U.S. sends a battleship down off the coast of Cuba to kind of protect American business interests, the USS Maine. It blows up and sinks in the harbor in Havana. The rallying cry, "Remember the Maine," sweeps through. People blame the Spanish. In reality, it blew up on its own. And, here's still got in Arlington, the mast to commemorate all the folks that died there. But Americans respond to this. We've got to pour into war. We declare war on Spain. We send troops. We're totally unprepared for war. We're talking people in wool underwear in the tropics. We're not a major superpower, but we're kind of in that transition. The disaster of ill preparation of the Spanish-American War, we still easily defeat a weakened Spain. But it does help the U.S. sort of see the need to modernize its navy, its supplies, and whatever else, which proves more beneficial and significant in World War I. The war only lasts for a few months. Teddy Roosevelt quits his job in government and rushes to join the Rough Riders and lead his charge up San Juan Hill, which didn't even happen. Of course, he invites the media along, so he becomes this national celebrity and soon to be vice president because of his enthusiasm for getting involved. But 1898, we signed the Treaty of Paris. Still meeting in Paris, international language of diplomacy. But in that, we agreed to Cuba will get its Spain is defeated, Cuba will get its independence. We will pay Spain $20 million and take off their hand Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines. All Spanish territories that, look kind of appealing to the Americans. So this makes the American kind of an imperialist nation, sort of against our own statement of trying to help people get their independence. We give Cuba its independence, but the other ones we hold on to. And that's it from some guy in an aloha print shirt.